attempting to destroy the tank, but they miss. Eventually, the Russian resistance is crushed, leaving their disoriented soldiers with no choice but to remain in their fortifications and watch as Ukrainian forces advance. But not all the equipment made it through unscathed, so now let's return to the Leopard that was part of the convoy at the beginning of the video. The tank was attacked by a Russian kamikaze drone. The strike from the first drone caused a fire. The second drone hit the tank's running gear. But wait, look closer. The tank's right track has been torn off. This means that even before the drone attack, it hit a mine that immobilized it, and the crew safely abandoned the vehicle. The Leopard accomplished its mission. Not only did it help break through the Russian defense and deliver firepower on enemy positions, but it also saved its crew. Even after being hit by 2 drones, the tank wasn't blown apart, as often happens with Russian vehicles. This is not the first time that Russians have managed to destroy a Leopard tank. Look, in all cases, the tank remained intact, and its turret was not blown off by dozens of meters. This is all thanks to the thoughtful arrangement of ammunition in an armored capsule, which is equipped with a special blowout panel. It effectively directs the heat and pressure from an explosion away from the tank itself. Let's return to the battlefield. The Russian IFV moves along the tree line. A drone, acting like a tiny firecracker, approaches the vehicle, which occupies a rather unpleasant role as a powder keg. A mushroom cloud of smoke and fire rises tens of meters into the air. One of the hottest spots on the front lines. Look, the field is completely scorched, pockmarked with craters from artillery shells. Dozens, if not hundreds, of various military vehicles have been lost by the Russians in their unsuccessful attempts to advance further. The Ukrainian military is making titanic efforts to hold back yet another mechanized assault. And now, another vehicle's ready to head out for disposal. The assault begins. The artillery begins to fire. The vehicles ahead explode on landmines. Incredible how the armor shatters into pieces. Dozens of drones soar into the air to finally destroy the damaged and abandoned Russian vehicles. Everything begins to burn. Thick black smoke envelops the battlefield for a while, but not for long. The vehicles smolder, and the artillery-ravaged fields fill with new scrap metal, taking on a familiar appearance as they await the next assault. Here's a very unsuccessful assault attempt involving an IFV and a turtle tank. The IFV is the first to break through, and the drone instantly locks onto it. It quickly flies toward the target and delivers a strike. The vehicle catches fire. The crew abandons the burning machine and flees. The IFV has been neutralized. The turtle tank continues its mission, advancing further. The tank rapidly picks up speed, but another drone has already been launched in pursuit. The drone strikes, but the impact hits the metal roof armor, and the tank continues its movement. An artillery shell nearly hits and explodes nearby. It was lucky as it continues moving forward, but soon falls victim to 2 mines. The mine plow saves it. The artillery continues to strike. Suddenly, the tank turns and drives in the opposite direction. You can clearly see the tracks it left behind, but it started to carve out a new route that turned into a real hell for it. One by one, it gathers the mines scattered across this field with its plow. It's simply incredible, but it keeps moving. Eventually, the turtle tank comes to a stop. The crew abandons the vehicle and flees as far away as possible because a Ukrainian kamikaze drone has already been dispatched to destroy it. A detonation occurs, and after a while, it is completely engulfed in flames. This is truly a unique occurrence. Comments are indeed unnecessary here. Just watch. Even the mine plow couldn't withstand this series of explosions. Another massive mechanized assault by the Russian army. Anti-tank mines slowed the movement of the column, allowing Ukrainian forces to coordinate their actions, send in drones, and direct artillery fire. On the other side, the column of vehicles managed to break through into the village but found itself trapped. Ukrainian troops began to destroy it with a wide range of weaponry: drones, cluster munitions, and rocket launchers. For this assault, the Russians deployed at least 6 vehicles. The turtle tank hits a mine. At that very moment, it's finished off with a javelin shot. Artillery and drones also joined in. The roads near the tree lines are usually mined, but the drivers of these armored vehicles must have forgotten about that. Donetsk region. You can see the well-founded affection of Ukrainian forces for the M2A2 Bradley right now. The Russians are firing an ATGM at 14 Spriggan. The projectile flies and hits the target precisely. The vehicle continues moving, but another launch from the ATGM occurs immediately. And again, a precise hit. The IFV withstood these devastating strikes, and most importantly, if you look closely, you can see that the crew is unharmed and exiting the vehicle. The Russians began this assault early in the morning, but suddenly, a whole swarm of drones started attacking the vehicles. This column of vehicles was equipped with electronic warfare systems, and the armor was additionally reinforced with metal shields and nets. It didn't help them. The column kept getting shorter with each new strike. When the sun rose, all the vehicles were found to be immobilized and abandoned. Drones continued striking, completely destroying the vehicles. Look, the heavy metal sheets flew in all directions as if they were paper. The burning vehicles detonate. Nearby, an infantry fighting vehicle is targeted, and a drone is already on its way to destroy it. Next in line for destruction is the turtle tank. The Russians used a very large amount of equipment, or rather disposed of it, so the drones have plenty of work to do. Methodically, precisely, and accurately, the drones fly one